So, last night, went out and saw Spider-Man No Way Home. Took the family out there, and I'm going to keep this as spoiler-free as possible, but I will say it was a packed crowd. It was the most full crowd I've seen all year, and I've seen about almost a dozen movies. This was pretty much everything I was hoping for and expecting. It was a whole lot of fun. Um, Story wise, it was something relatively simple. It wasn't overly silly or dumb. It was something where you could follow relatively easy. And like I said, I will. This video will probably be relatively short. Simple for the fact that chances are the more I talk, the more I will more likely say something I shouldn't. But in the end, uh, this movie was very enjoyable. Like I said, we had a packed theater, and there were just moments where the crowd was really into it, and so in a lot of moments, the crowd gasped, they laughed, they got really quiet, during the appropriate moments, and we were all enthralled and engaged. And I'll have to admit that is one of the things about going to the movie theater that I truly enjoy. Um, I can think of a few movies I've seen over the past few decades where, sitting in with a hot crowd just changed the entire outlook of the movie. And just one of the ones that I remember right off the top was the 1989 Batman with Michael Keaton, where it went in, packed crowd, and just the entire theater was just on fire, and it made the movie one of my greatest theater going experiences in my lifetime. And pretty much with this one, I felt the same way. It was a whole lot of fun. So, if you've seen the trailers, it's pretty much straightforward. Due to the events of the previous movie with Mysterio, Peter Parker's identity was revealed, and so the whole world now knows who Spider-Man is, knows all of his family and friends, and there's a lot of fallout from that, and so Spider-Man pretty much wants to disappear, and he works with Doctor Strange to where there was a bit of consequences to their actions, and that's, like I said, if you've seen the trailer, you pretty much know what happens going forward. I'm not going to say any more to that, um, but it does the movie well. I really really enjoyed it. In fact, chances are I might go see it again in the next couple of days, probably in a theater that's not so crowded, just to see if I get the same feeling or emotion from it. And there were a lot of emotions, from the highs to the lows, and it was pretty impactful. And so, like I said, I went out there and I had a whole lot of fun. Whew. So yeah, I'm not gonna say too much more to it. Tom Holland does an exceptional job. They threw him all around in this movie. I'm surprised, with him being in the upcoming Uncharted movie. He does a lot of physical work. More power to him, and everybody else was just as enjoyable. Well, I will say one thing: if you haven't seen the previous two movies, Homecoming and Far From Home, you probably don't need to see Homecoming, but it'll probably be pretty good to go see Far From Home, just so you can just get a feeling of the movie. But it's not really required to see this movie, and I think that's one of the better things of this movie is that you don't really have to see the other two, and so it works. Uh, but I will have to give my flat out gratitude and congratulations and kudos and thumbs up to Marvel, Kevin Feige, Sony. These guys know how to build a universe with the MCU. They know how to work the crowd. These guys are firing on all cylinders. Uh, they know what the crowd wants, and they know how to execute it. I won't say flawlessly, but pretty damn close. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. They know what they're doing, which is why over the past 10 plus years of the MCU existing, this has just been just a phenomenal experience, and I have thoroughly enjoyed it over the years. In fact, there are times where, I'm watching the movies, and after I leave the movie, I think of, oh, wow, there were some other events here outside of the movie that creates, another level of geekdom. And I was like, that would be cool if they talked about it here. And then I will think about the movie and go, you know what? I think they did. So it kind of gives me a reason to go see the movie again, just to see if I missed it the first time, because I was so caught into the moment of the movie going on, I didn't catch that other level of, like I said, of nerd, of nerd level, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I really think I'm gonna go see it again, because there were some excellent opportunities there, and in a lot of cases, they really didn't miss them. And I thought that was really cool. And granted, there were a few things where they kind of just slide by on it, on the finer details, but you really didn't need it, and it wasn't absolutely necessary. So as a viewer, I enjoyed it. It really didn't kill it too much. There are a couple of plot holes, but these days, I mean, it wasn't anything too overwhelming. But I'll talk about that on my spoiler video that I will probably post in a few days. I want to give everybody an opportunity to go see it this weekend. And I'm pretty sure if you want to know more about it, you can find other videos out there. So anyway, that's all I'm going to say. Spider-Man No Way sorry. Spider-Man No Way Home was very enjoyable. I'm going to go see it again. I would recommend you go see it. So thanks so much for listening. And if you like what I had to say, hit that thumbs up, and feel free to hit that subscribe button. And until next time, I'll talk to you later.